So the wiring's going well. I did a bunch over here. Can't remember when I did the last video, but this whole area is all nice the way I'd like it. And everything was working fine, so I decided to work on this area over here. It was the last one hanging down. So I took it apart. I ran the wire. There was a knot hole there. Maybe I've done this video, I can't remember. And I thought the knot would come out, so I pounded it from the small side to the big side, and sure enough it came out, so I was able to run the wire through there. I did not connect these because I wanted to play some foosball that night, and turned it on, connected the power, put the fuse in, had the light switch on, and everything was good. Played foosball. I thought, well, I'll turn the lights on before I pull the main fuse. And when I went to turn the switch off, instead of turning off, the lights blinked. So I don't even know how that's possible, but believe me, it did it. So I pulled the fuse, turned it back on, pulled the fuse, and decided I'm not using it until I figured this out. So I was pretty sure that it all comes down to this area right here. This is where that line right there feeds the switch. And then these other lines, some of them feed outlets and some of them feed switches. So what I'm going to do is simplify it. It was set up so that 3 lights would turn on with the switch, but they weren't like really. The way they were connected was weird. So I'm changing. I really only need one real good light to turn on with the switch, because then from there I can turn on whatever light is the area I'm going to be in. If we're playing foosball over here, we turn that light on. If we're playing foosball also maybe here or just here, we turn that one on. So that's the way I'm setting the bungalow basement up. So I'm going to change this light. I never really liked where it was hanging. Well, it's not really hanging. It's going across the floor joist. Because when we were doing product photos here, if that got into the screen, it ruined the photo. Now down in here, you were okay. You were good. So I'd rather move that around, put it between the floor joists, and then connect only that one to the switch. The other goal is I would like to run power, a separate line up to that switch, which needs to go up this hole right here. And I think there's room for a new line. Then I can put lighting up into the area of the hallway or the stairway area. Because we have those 4 globe lights I'd like to hang from there with some LEDs in them. So first I'm going to separate the lines so that the line powering the outlets, which some go over that side of the room, some are going over one's even going up in the attic. So it's really, the thing is when they wired this house originally in 1950 back then, you only had 4 circuits. You had these 4 for your circuits. You had this one for a stove. Or range, I think is what it says. So you had one that was 220, and then you had 4 that were 110. And that's for the whole house. That's everything. So you had to run, your wires, basically one set ran all the outlets. And I'm not sure how the others were divided. I mean, there was some division, but not like today where you have 30 and you one for this room, one for that room. That's the way I like it. But back then, you didn't have that many slots. And in this case, they even ran. So originally, this was the only one. But look what they did here. They came off it with another one because they wanted to run 220 for an air conditioning unit. So that's an add-on. And then another add-on, they ran a separate line right here so they could get some more slots. So, and then another 220. Or no, that's a 110. Actually, I'm not even sure now. Can't remember. No, it must be 220. Where is the breaker? It's here someplace. Yeah, it's a 220. It's a double breaker. So basically, just kept adding on the system. So for now, I need to keep. I'm not breaking it apart as much as what I would if I was running this fresh. But I'm going to break it apart some. And maybe once all these lines will be all separated once I'm done. Every one of them. So it will be broken apart, but it's not going to be segregated as nice as what I would like it. Like bedroom 1, bedroom 2, right there. Or even one for this bedroom, one for that bedroom. It's not going to be like that, but it'll be broken apart better and still organized and everything. Okay, so short of it, we're going to break this apart, have one light that turns on with the switch up there, and put all the other ones together so everything's clean and we don't have this weird thing going on. Probably a hot was going to a white or some stupid thing. Okay, let's get to work. First we're going to move this light.